Hi, my name is Jeff Rollins, and I'm CEO and executive coach of a company called JD Insights. And what we're going to do today is I'm actually going to share my secret sauce, if you will, about why I have 107 recommendations and why my clients get jobs faster than other executive coaches and jobs that they love. So I'm going to give you the inside scoop on what I'm doing with my clients that is making them successful and me successful. So what we're going to do today, and this is a series of webinars that I'm pulling for people, is we're going to look at how can you find jobs that have not been posted yet that are right for you, that are with companies that need your unique set of skills now and that you would love to work for. And what we're going to do that is we're going to use ChatGPT to find the companies that would be great fits for you. So we're going to go into ChatGPT. I'm going to share my screen and go into ChatGPT. So I've already uploaded a resume of one of my clients. I've redacted it so you don't see the person's name. I put in the profile and I'm going to say, find companies that need this client's unique set of skills, and this client happens to be in the San Francisco Bay Area. And that will be the starting point. So ChatGPT is going to go out and find companies. And this client happens to have a background in SaaS companies in life sciences and health tech. So initially, it's going to break it down by industry. Okay. So you see, it's already found companies that need my client set of skills that are kind of the usual suspects, companies that we all recognize like Salesforce and Stripe, et cetera. So I'm going to take it a little bit further and I'm going to say, my client is interested in companies that are ready to scale. Find companies that within the last 2 years have received at least $50 million in funding and are at least 10 million in revenue, but are not larger than 100 million in revenue. And this happens to be the sweet spot of my clients. They mostly come from larger companies, but they want to go to a company that wants to scale. So let's see what ChatGPT does. I didn't type very well there, but you get the gist of it. So ChatGPT is going to go out and find companies that fit that particular profile. It really is amazing what ChatGPT can do, by the way. If you haven't used it, you're going to see how wonderful it is. So now we're seeing a list of companies that fit that 10 to 100 million profile and that have raised funding money, because you don't want to go after a company that doesn't have any money. So we're seeing unique companies, and then there's 5 unique companies. I'm going to say, give me 5 more. And I'm going to say, which of these 5 companies could use my client's experience and talents the most, and why? And what is amazing about ChatGPT, it is actually going to analyze my client's background, the resume that I uploaded, and each of these companies. And what you're going to see is it's going to tell me why that company needs my client's experience and talents. Actually, I didn't ask the question why, so I'm going to do that next. So I'm going to say, write an executive summary of each company's financials, growth, and the unique value my client would bring to it. By the way, you can notice I have spelling errors. ChatGPT does not care. They don't care that I have spelling errors. So what I think is fascinating is that it will tell me the unique value that my client, which is the resume that I attach, is actually going to bring to that company, and it will differ by company. And then I'm going to ask it, who is the CEO of this company, and do they have a chief growth officer or top sales/revenue officer? So what we see now is we've got a list of companies that have a CEO, but don't have a chief growth officer, a top sales executive. So what that says to me is that these are good companies that I'm going to go do a little bit more digging with my client to see what do they have. So Medallion, for example, does have a chief revenue officer, so it may not be a good target for my client. So I'm going to do something that continues to astonish me to this day is say, what are the three priority companies that my client should target first? So what you see here is these are companies we've never even heard of. In part two of this, I'm going to show you what my client and I do next. I hope you've learned something from this. And if you have any questions, please go to my website, jdinsights.com, or email me at jeff.rollins.d@gmail.com. I look forward to speaking with you. Have a great day.